Hello friends, today I am going to discuss the point inverse by Cayley-Hamilton theorem as an application of Cayley-Hamilton theorem from first unit linear algebra matrices. Let us see some examples how we can obtain inverse of matrix by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. First example, find A inverse by two minus one. In the previous lecture, I have discussed how we can verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Today, I will discuss how we can obtain the inverse of matrix by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Here, given square matrix is of order 2 by 2. Then to find A inverse, first step we have to obtain characteristic equation of matrix. Therefore, that characteristic equation is given by determinant of A minus lambda I equals to 0, that is subtracting lambda from this we get the determinant as A minus lambda I is equals to determinant of 1 minus lambda 2 minus 1 minus lambda, and we have to equate it to 0, that is this equation we can obtain by that shortcut method. It is given by lambda square minus s1 lambda plus determinant of A equals to 0. We call this as equation 1, where s1 is sum of the principal diagonal element, therefore 1 minus 1, and that value is 0 here. The value of s1 is 0. Then we find determinant of A as determinant of 1 to 2 minus 1, and finding the value as usual. Therefore 1 into minus 1 we get minus 1, minus 2 to the 4, and therefore that value is minus 5. Substituting these values in equation 1, therefore that equation 1 becomes lambda square minus s1 lambda, that is 0 lambda, and plus determinant of A is minus 5 is equals to 0. We call this as equation 2 as characteristic equation. As the characteristic equation, and then applying Cayley-Hamilton theorem. By Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to replace lambda by A. This equation is satisfied by that matrix A itself, and therefore we have, it is A square minus 5, that 5 we have to convert into matrix, and for that we have to multiply it by identity matrix, and therefore 5i equals to 0. We call this as equation 3. This equation obtained by applying that Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Then we have to multiply it by A inverse to find A inverse, and that is a pre-multiplication. Therefore pre-multiplying by A inverse to equation 3. And therefore, if you multiply by A inverse, we get that as A inverse multiplied by A square minus 5i equals to A inverse into 0, right hand side remains 0, and that is, this implies multiplying it inside A square into A raised to minus 1, we get that as A minus A inverse into identity matrix, we get that product as 5A inverse is equals to 0. It implies transferring this to right hand side, we get 5A inverse is equals to A, and therefore it is equals to A inverse is equals to, we get 1 by 5 times A. This is the A inverse, and that value we obtain by multiplying this matrix A by 1 by 5. And therefore, A inverse is equals to 1 by 5 times A, and it is equals to 1 by 5 times A, matrix A with the elements 1, 2, 2, minus 1 as the required inverse. Of matrix A. And here also we can cross check whether the obtained answer is correct or not by applying this property. We know that cross check A into A inverse, if we get as identity matrix, then whatever the answer obtained is the correct one, and therefore quickly we cross check it. Given matrix A is 1, 2, 2, minus 1. It is multiplied by 1 by 5 into elements 1, 2, 2, minus 1, and that is equals to 1 by 5 I will take outside, and then multiplying by this matrix to this matrix, as usual we have to multiply by a row to that column. Therefore 1 into 1 we get 1, 2 to the 4. Next, by that row to the second column we get 2 minus 2. Then by this second row to that column, 2 into 1 we get 2 minus 2. Then by the same row to this second column we get 2 to the 4 and plus 1, and therefore we have it is equals to 1 by 5 times 5, 2 minus 2 0, 2 minus 2 0, and 4 plus 1 we get 5, and then multiplying each element by 1 by 5 we have that as matrix elements are 1, 0, 0 and 1. Means this property is satisfied, and that property is satisfied, whatever the answer obtained is the correct one. Therefore always try to perform such type of cross check wherever it is possible to confirm your answer, means to confirm your marks. Second example, find A inverse by Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the matrix A whose elements are 1, 0, 3 in first row, second row 2, 1, minus 1, third row 1, minus 1, 1. The order of this matrix is 3 by 3, means it is a square matrix, and for square matrix only we can apply that Cayley-Hamilton theorem. First step, we have to find out the characteristic equation which is given by or obtained by determinant of A minus lambda I is equals to 0. That is, subtracting lambda from this principal diagonal element, we get that determinant as a minus lambda I. That determinant is equals to 1 minus lambda, 0, 3, 2, 1 minus lambda, minus 1, 1, minus 1 and 1 minus lambda, and then equating it to 0. And this equation we had obtained by shortcut method. It is given by lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus determinant of A is equals to 0. We call this as equation 1, where we require to find S1. S1 as sum of the principal diagonal element. Therefore, it is 1. Second diagonal element is 1. Third diagonal element also 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. That sum is here 3. Therefore, the value of S1 is 3. Then S2 is the sum of minors of diagonal element AII. Means it is minor of first diagonal element A11, minor of second diagonal element A22, and minor of third diagonal element A33. And therefore, to find the minor for the first, we have to neglect the row and the column containing it, and then taking the remaining elements in the determinant. That remaining elements are 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, plus minor for the second diagonal element, neglecting the row and the column containing it, and then determinant of the remaining elements are 1, 3, 1, 1. Then plus minor for the last diagonal element, neglecting this row and this column containing it, and then determinant of the remaining elements are 1, 0, 2 and 1. And therefore, it is equals to finding the value of this determinant. 1 into 1 we get 1, minus 1, 1 into 1 1, minus 3 into 1, that product is 3, plus 1 minus 0, and therefore it is equals to 0. 1 minus 3 we get minus 2 and plus 1, and therefore that value is minus 1. The value of S2 is determinant of A. It is determinant of 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1 and 1. And then evaluating as usual, 1 into neglecting this row and the column, determinant of the remaining 4 elements. Therefore, it is 1 into 1 1, minus this product 1. Then second element is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, I am not writing that element here, as that product becomes 0. And plus 3 into neglecting this row and the column, and then determinant of this remaining 4. 2 into minus 1 we get minus 2, minus that product 1 into 1 we get 1. And then simplifying it, this product is 0, this one is 0, and minus 3 into 3 we get that product as minus 9. And then substituting all these values in equation 1. Therefore, that equation is lambda cube minus s1 lambda square minus 3 lambda square plus s2 lambda. The value of s2 is minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 into lambda, and minus determinant of A, it is minus 9. Okay, and therefore that minus and this minus will become plus 9 equals to 0. We call this as equation 2 as the characteristic equation of that matrix. Then applying Cayley-Hamilton theorem, whatever this equation we have, that equation is satisfied by that matrix A itself, and therefore we get by Cayley-Hamilton theorem we get S, replacing lambda by A everywhere, we have A cube minus 3A square minus A plus 9. That 9 we have to convert into matrix form by multiplying it by identity matrix. Then only we can have the addition or sum of all this term. We call this as equation 3. Then to find A inverse, we have to multiply by the term A inverse, and that multiplication must be pre-multiplication. Therefore, pre-multiplying A inverse to equation 3, and therefore it is A inverse multiplied by A cube minus 3A square minus A plus 9I is equals to A inverse into 0. That term remains 0, and therefore we have multiplying each and every term by A inverse, taking that multiplication inside the bracket, we get A cube into A inverse as A square, then minus A square into A inverse, we get that term as A, adding the power. A into A inverse, as per the property, we get that as identity matrix I. Any matrix multiplied by identity matrix, we get the same matrix, and therefore it is 9A inverse. Okay, and therefore transferring this to other side, we get minus 9A inverse is equals to A square minus 3A minus I, and therefore A inverse is equals to, dividing by minus 1 by 9, we get minus 1 by 9 times A square minus 3A and minus I. We call this equation as equation number 4. And using this equation number 4, we can determine the required A inverse. And for that, we have to find out matrix of A square. This is given matrix A and identity matrix of the same order. And if you take a sum of all and divide by minus 9, we get the required A inverse. And to obtain this A inverse, we have to find A square. Therefore, A square is nothing but a product of A into A matrix. Matrix A, given matrix, elements 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1. Order of this matrix is 3 by 3. This we have to multiply by the same matrix. Therefore, elements are 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1. Order again 3 by 3. Number of columns of first is equals to number of rows of second matrix, and that's why that property is satisfied, we can take matrix multiplication. And for that we have to multiply by row to that column. And therefore we have 1 into 1 we get 1, 0 into 2 we get 0, 3 into 1 we get that as 3. Then by the same row to the second column, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 3 into minus 1 we get as minus 3. Then by the same row to this third column, 1 into 3, 3, 0 into minus 1, 0, and 3 into 1, we get that element as 3. Then by second row to all this column, 1 by 1, therefore 2 into 1, 2, 1 to 2, minus 1 into 1, minus 1. Then by the same row to the second column, elements are 0, 1, and minus 1 into minus 1 we get plus 1. Then by the same row to third column, elements are 3 to the 6, minus 1, and minus 1. Then by third row to all this column, 1 into 1, 1, minus 1 into 2, minus 2, and 1 into 1, we get 1. Same row to the second column, elements are 0, minus 1, and minus 1. By the same row to the third column, this time we have 3 plus 1 and 1 into 1, 1. And therefore, if we simplify it, we have that matrix as 3 plus 1 we get 4, minus 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 minus 1 we get 3, 1 plus 1 we get 2, 6 minus 2 we get 4, 2 minus 2 as 0, minus 1 minus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. We substitute this in equation 4th. Therefore, that equation 4 becomes A inverse is equals to minus 1 by 9 times A square minus 3A and minus I, and it is equals to minus 1 by 9 matrix of A square, that matrix with the elements 4, minus 3, 6, 3, 2, 4, 0, minus 2 and 5. Then minus 3 times A, that matrix A is elements 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, and minus identity matrix of the same order, means that matrix must be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Identity matrix of order 3. And therefore it is equals to minus 1 by 9 times first matrix I will write as it is 4, minus 3, 6, 3, 2, 4, 0, minus 2 and 5, minus multiplying by 3 inside, therefore that elements are 3, 0, 3 to the 9, 3 to the 6, 3, minus 3, then 3, minus 3 and plus 3, and then that third matrix as it is, identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and then it is equals to minus 1 by 9 times subtracting first element of all, therefore 4 minus 3 minus 1, then minus 3 minus 0 and minus 0, then third 6 minus 9 minus 0, then for the second row first element of all 3 minus 6 and 0, then second element minus 3 and minus 1, then third element 4 minus minus plus 3 and minus 0, then for third row elements are 0 minus 3 minus 0, then minus 2 plus 3 and minus 0, then third element 5 minus 3 and minus 1, and therefore it is minus 1 by 9 times that matrix is, if you simplify it, 4 minus 4 we get 0, minus 3, 6 minus 9 minus 3, 3 minus 6 we get minus 3, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4 we get minus 2, 4 plus 3 we get 7, 0 minus 3 we get minus 3, minus 2 plus 3 as 1, and 5 minus 4 we get as 1, and therefore that inverse of the required answer. And do it yourself, cross check it. If the product of A into A inverse we get as identity matrix, means whatever the answer obtained by you is the correct one. Therefore, try to do it yourself in your notebook and cross check it whether the product of A into A inverse is identity matrix or not, as I have performed for the first example. Exactly on the same line you have to complete the calculation. Example number 3, find A inverse by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. For the matrix A, elements are 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2, 1, and hence find A raised to 4. It is expected that we have to apply Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find this A raised to 4. Step number 1, we have to find out characteristic equation. Determinant of A minus lambda I equals to 0, that is subtracting lambda from this to get this determinant. Therefore, it is 1 minus lambda, 2 minus 2, minus 1, 3 minus lambda, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1 minus lambda equals to 0. And this equation is given by or obtained by using that shortcut method. It is nothing but lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus determinant of E equals to 0. We call this as equation, where the value of s1 is obtained by taking sum of all the principal diagonal element First one is 1, second diagonal element is 3, and third one is 1. It is A11 plus A22 plus A33. Therefore 1 plus 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1 we get that element as 5. Then S2 as minor for this principal diagonal element. Therefore it is sum of all. First of all I will perform for the first diagonal element, neglecting the row and the column containing it. Therefore determinant of the remaining 4 elements. Remaining 4 elements are 3, 0, minus 2, 1. Then next minor for the second diagonal element 3, neglecting this row and the column containing it. Determinant of remaining 4, 1, minus 2, 0, 1. And then minor for the last diagonal, neglecting this row and the column containing it. And then determinant of the remaining elements are 1, 2, minus 1, 3. And therefore if you simplify it, 3 ones are 3, minus 0, 1 into 1, 1, minus 0, plus 3 ones are 3, minus it becomes plus 2. And therefore if you simplify it, it is 3 plus 1 and plus 5. 8 plus 1, we get that value as 9. This is value for S2. Sum of the minors for the principal diagonal element. And then the last determinant of E, it is determinant of 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1. And therefore it is equals to 1 into, neglecting this row and the column, determinant of this remaining 4, value is 3 into 1, 3, minus 0. Then second with minus and minus 2, neglecting this row and the column, determinant of the remaining 4, minus 1 into 1, we get minus 1 and minus 0. Third element minus 2 into, neglecting this row and the column, determinant of this minus 1 into minus 2, we get plus 2, and minus 3 into 0, 0. And if we simplify it, 3 into 1 we get 3, minus 1 into minus 2 we get plus 2, and minus 2 into 2 we get that product as minus 4. 5 minus 4, we get that value as 1. Between these values in equation 1, equation 1 becomes, therefore it is lambda cube minus S1 lambda square 5 lambda square plus S2 lambda 9 lambda, and minus determinant of A, the value of determinant of A is 1, therefore minus 1 equals to 0. We call this as equation 2. Then applying Cayley-Brennan theorem, this equation is satisfied by that matrix A itself, means replacing lambda by A, we get a new equation as A cube minus 5A square plus 9A, and that 1, if you convert in matrix form by multiplying it by identity matrix, we get minus I is equals to 0. Equation number 3. Remember this step, don't write down 1. If you write 1, then it is not possible for us to add all that matrices. All must be in matrix form. Then only we can perform that addition or subtraction. Therefore, this is by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. And then to find A inverse, we multiply equation 3 by A inverse, and it is pre-multiplication. Means that term must be on the left hand side. And therefore we get A inverse into this equation. That equation is A cube minus 5A square plus 9A minus I is equals to A inverse into 0. That term remains 0. Multiplying it inside A cube into A inverse, we get that term as A square, adding the power. Then A square into A inverse, again adding the power, 2 minus 1, we get that one as A. Therefore it is 5A. A into A inverse, we get that one as identity matrix as per the property. Any matrix multiplied by identity matrix, we get the same matrix, and that matrix is here A inverse, and equals to 0. It implies, transferring this to other side, we get A inverse as A square minus 5A plus 9I, and we call this the equation number 4th. And using this equation 4th, we get required A inverse. Equation number 4th, A inverse is equals to A square minus 5A plus 9I. Therefore, for that we have to obtain the value of matrix for A square, and therefore A square is nothing but a product of matrix A into matrix A. Given matrix A is elements 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1, and it is multiplied by the same matrix 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1. Here matrix multiplication is possible, as number of columns of first is equals to number of rows of second. And then performing that matrix multiplication, multiplying by first to that first column, elements are 1, then 2 into minus 1, minus 2, minus 2 into 0. Then by the same row to the second column, 2, 2 3s are 6, and plus 4. Then by the same row to the third column, elements are minus 2, 0, and minus 2. Then by second row to all these columns, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 3 into minus 1, minus 3, 0. Then by second row to the second column, elements are minus 1 into 2, we get minus 2, 3 3s are 9, and 0. Then by second row to third column, elements are 2, 0, and 0. Then by third row to that columns, first column elements are 0, plus 2 and 0. For second column elements are 0, 3 to the 6 and minus 2. Then by this third row to third column elements are 0, 0 and plus 1. And therefore that matrix is uh, 1 minus 2 we get minus 1, 10 plus 2 12, minus 2 minus 2 minus 4, minus 3 minus 1 minus 4, 9 minus 2 we get 7, 2 plus 0 we get 2, 2 plus 0 again 2, minus 6 minus 2 minus 8 and plus 1. Matrix of A square. Then substituting this matrix in equation 4, that equation 4 becomes, therefore A inverse is equals to matrix of A square minus 5 times matrix A. Matrix A elements are 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1, and plus 9 times identity matrix of third order 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And then simplifying it, it is equals to minus 1, minus 5 and plus 9, first element of all. Then addition of second element 12 minus 10 and 0. Then third element minus 4 plus 10, 5 to the 10 and plus 0. Then from second row, first element minus 4 plus 5 and 0. Then second element 7, 5 3 is 15, minus 15 plus 9. Then third element 2 minus 0 and plus 0. Then elements of third row, first element 2 minus 0 plus 0, then minus 8 plus 10 and plus 9. Plus 0, once again minus 10 plus 10 and 0. And then last element of all 1 minus 5 and plus 9. And if you simplify this, we have that matrix for A inverse as 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 we get 3. 12 minus 10 we get 2. 10 minus 4 we get 6. 5 minus 4 we get 1. It is 9 plus 16 minus 15 we get 1. 2 minus 0 we get 2. 2 minus 0 again 2. 10 minus 8 2. 10 minus 5 we get as 5. Then cross check here also. If a product of A into A inverse we get as identity matrix, then whatever the answer obtained by us is the correct one. If we are not able to get the product as identity matrix, means somewhere mistake occurs. Therefore, do it yourself in your notebook. Uh, Hardly it will take 2 to 3 minutes to perform this matrix multiplication of A into A inverse. Therefore, check it. This is the required A inverse or the answer for the first part, A inverse. Second part, we require to find A raised to 4, not by multiplying A into A into A into A 4 times. We supposed to apply this Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and therefore that equation is A cube minus 5A square plus A minus I equals to 0. Find A raised to 4. We call this equation 2. Multiply equation 2 by here A cube, highest power, to get A raised to 4 term, we have to multiply it by E, and it is pre-multiplication, and therefore we get A into sorry, A cube minus 5A square plus 9A minus I, and A into 0 we get 0. This implies A into A cube we get A raised to 4 minus 5A square into A we get A cube, A into A we get A square, and minus A into I we get that matrix E equals to 0. All terms to other side, we get that matrix for A raised to 4 as 5A cube minus 9A square and plus E. We call this as equation number next, fifth one. Using this equation number 5th, equation number 5, we can obtain that matrix of A raised to 4 by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Here for that we require to obtain matrix of A cube using matrix of A square. A cube is equals to A square into A. This is A square matrix into A matrix. That matrix A elements are 1, 2, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1. Once again matrix multiplication. Already I have informed you that you must be perfect in matrix multiplication if you have to attempt the question of Cayley-Hamilton theorem, or if you have to perform the question based on Cayley-Hamilton theorem. It is equals to multiplying by a row to that column, minus 1 into 1 we get minus 1, 12 into minus 1 we get minus 12 and 0. Then by the same row to the second column, 2 into minus 1 we get minus 2, 12 into 3, 36 and plus 8. Same row to the third column, plus 2, 0, and minus 4. Then by second row to the column, minus 4 into 1 we get minus 4, 7 into minus 1 minus 7, 2 into 0 we get 0. Then second row to the second column, minus 8, 21 and minus 4. Then by this same row to the third column, plus 8, 0 and 2 ones are 2. Okay. Third row to all columns. First column, 2 into 1, 2, plus 8 and 0. Then 2 to the 4, minus 24 and minus 2. Then to third column, 2 to the 4 minus 4, 0 and plus 1. And then simplifying it, it is equals to minus 12 minus 1 we get minus 13 as first element, 36 plus 8, 44 minus 2 we get that element as 42, 2 minus 4 we get that as minus 2, minus 4 minus 7 minus 11, 9, 8 plus 2 10, 8 plus 2 10, minus 20 minus 2 minus 22 and minus 4 plus 1 as minus 3. And then simplifying it, that element minus 65 multiplying by 5, uh, 42 into 5, 210, sorry, 120 plus 10, it is 130 and minus 10, minus 55, 45, 50, again 50, minus 10 and minus 15, minus multiplying by 9 inside, elements are minus 9, 108, 36 with minus sign, minus 36, 63, 18, 18, 72 and minus 72 and 9. As it is 1, 2, 2 with minus sign, minus 1, 3, 0, 0, minus 2 and 1. And then taking the addition of all, first with first, second with second. Therefore, that matrix of A raised to 4 elements are, first row minus 55, 24, 24. Second row minus 20, minus 15, 32. Third row 32, minus 40 and minus 23. It is somewhat lengthy to perform, but not difficult one. Where to add and subtract, a way to perform such type of arithmetic, addition and subtraction of the elements. Therefore, example for practice, solve it in your notebook as a classwork problem or homework problem. Find A inverse by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. For the following, total 4 example: first, second, third, and fourth. Therefore, apply the same steps whatever I use here in this lecture to obtain A inverse. In short, I will repeat what steps we have to perform. First step, find the characteristic equation. Then apply Cayley-Hamilton theorem, write down that new equation, and then to that new equation we have to pre-multiply by A inverse to obtain A inverse matrix or matrix of A inverse. 3 main steps or major steps to obtain A inverse. Therefore, complete all this as a homework problem. Thank you for watching my videos or attending my video lectures of first unit linear algebra. Like this, I have completed the first unit linear algebra matrices. Thank you.